Hi, this is Craig and welcome back to Cruising Off Duty. As you know, we're doing those catamaran reviews from this year's Annapolis Sailboat Show. We've done a ton of reviews already, and if you haven't seen those episodes, definitely go back and check it out. We made a playlist called 2018 Annapolis Sailboat Show, and we also have a bigger playlist called Comparing Catamarans. You can watch everything we've done for the last 2 seasons on that playlist, so check it out. But the most important thing to get out here for everybody to know, we've been very clear about this, is we are looking for a catamaran that is comfortable to live on full time as we slowly circumnavigate the globe. That's the plan for the future. We figure it'll probably take us about 10 years to get around the world once. That's because we're going to take our time, spend maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at an island before moving on. So we're going to spend at least 90% of our time at anchor. So it is way more important for us to have a catamaran that is comfortable than one that is fast. If you saw the last episode, you know we love the Majestic 530. It's just what we want. It's a cruising cat, lots of wood inside, very customizable. And now we're seeing another boat that we also like, also from South Africa, called the Maverick 400. There's a little confusion at the beginning because there's a Maverick 400 and a Maverick 440. They are identical on the inside from what I've been told. It's just the Maverick 440 has a 3-foot longer hull. We noticed when we went on these boutique builders, we got a lot more individual attention, which is probably what you'd get in your after-sales service as well. Because of that, a guy named Robert took us on a very detailed tour of the boat, and we appreciate that time, but it makes the episode a little bit longer. So let's check it out. Okay, we are on the Maverick 440, and this is the one you loved from last year.
I did really like it.
Because of the wood.
For a 40 foot, it is...
44.
40, was it 40?
It's a Maverick 440. Is it not?
Okay.
Oh, no, it's a Maverick 400. I just noticed that.
This isn't the same one we were on, then.
No.
Do over.
Do over. So this one's different than the one last year.
Yeah, it's not the same one we were on.
Okay, so we're on the Maverick 400, which is a 40 foot. So we'll see. Last year we saw, I think, a 440.
And I did really like it.
The wood. So we'll see. So let's start back here. You got the helm with these kind of sporty, like NASCAR looking seats. And a nice protected helm. You can see the windscreen that blocks it, and it opens for air or closes for protection from the elements. And you've got a zippered drop down curtain here, so you're out of the elements completely.
I have a little seat.
Oh, a little almost princess seat at the back. Awesome. And then they got some nice hatches up here. It's a very sleek looking boat. They got a lot of hatches too.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4. No, but there's no lack of airflow with 4
good hand
guys. Yeah.
It's wide for a 40 foot. It's pretty wide.
It is pretty wide.
You could walk around here without ducking.
Yeah. Huh. That's very interesting. Yeah, oh, look at the size of this princess seat. Oh, holy crap.
This is the
you could be large and in charge and still sit there.
Suitable, luxurious.
There we go. Look at her. I'll take a picture of you.
The trampoline is the good
soft.
Stuff. Easy
Yeah.
to walk on.
Very soft on your feet, which is really nice. Because most of them are that really abrasive little tiny rope.
Your toes get caught in.
Yeah. It's a nice looking boat. Yeah, you can get up to your furler on a nice, you're not standing on a trampoline. Awesome. Let's go inside and see the wood. Why, is there more? Oh, steps to go up.
Taking a chunk of the windshield though.
Yeah, steps to get up, and then there's more steps up there to get on the very top to work on your sails. But yeah, you could easily work on your sails. So it's pretty low, which is nice.
Very accessible.
Yeah. I love how sleek it is. Like it's really sleek windscreens, windshields.
There aren't dag
windows
on this, but it looks like it could have, you know what I mean? It looks like it.
You definitely could. At this point, a guy named Robert from the company who recognized us from our channel saw us and offered to take us on a guided tour. And we always have to take advantage of that because they know way more than we do about these boats. You're from the company itself?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm from the manufacturer. We have the owner on board who sailed this from Cape Town himself.
Awesome.
And we have another Maverick 440 also here at the show.
Oh, there's
a 440 as well.
From Cape Town. So,
okay, cool.
This is hull number 21.
21, okay.
It's a foam core yacht.
Okay.
That has a honeycomb interior with real wood veneers. So it's a very light construction, built similar to a race boat, but in a cruising configuration.
Mm-hmm.
And the unique selling points of a Maverick is it's got the most amount of opening hatches, the most amount of opening windows. It's got the highest water carrying capacity, the longest range on engines, so the highest diesel carrying capacity. And it's built for circumnavigation for a couple or
which is
family
what we want to do.
Which wants to circumnavigate. Comes standard with a Rockner anchor. So we try to do everything in the best possible way. If you look at the dolphin seats, they're shaped to your body.
Yeah, they're nice size too.
Yeah, I like those.
We have the anchor set slightly back so you can connect the bridle here, which is nice.
Okay.
All right.
There's some neat features on the yacht, like here, there's a rope tail thing. Just keeps your deck neat.
Oh,
you can
very
put
nice.
your fenders in there.
Oh, nice.
If you look at the front of the boat is shaped like a V like this. So
Yeah.
it's very sympathetic to wave action.
Okay.
It's got a lot of buoyancy in the front sections of the yacht, so it can bounce over the waves. The rigging has two shafts, so that makes the rigging extremely strong. We had a yacht, a Maverick 440, in Nassau when Hurricane Matthew hit, and due to a combination of extremely good luck
Yeah.
and a very well built boat, the boat was completely fine. It was pointing
Yeah.
to the wind. And
When most of the boats lost their mast.
we fit as standard. This is tempered glass.
Okay.
So all the salon windows are glass because that would be your primary position for monitoring the horizon line, and it's 100% UV resistant.
Awesome.
And there's a massive skylight there for monitoring your sails, which is armor plated.
Okay.
We're on the 400, and the 440 also has a bowsprit as standard. And
Okay.
this boat is ICW friendly,
Okay.
so it comes with the ICW friendly rig,
Okay.
and you can have a taller stick if you want.
Okay.
Oh.
That's great.
The hull design is very unique on this yacht. You have the ability to beach the boat. It tracks beautifully. You can run it on 1-inch and arrow straight. The keels run from midship to the aft of the yacht to protect the props, and they're sacrificial. They're glued in.
Okay.
There's no bolts or anything like that, and it's solid glass from the front to the back of the yacht, like the main rib of the boat. There's crash boxes filled with foam, closed cell foam, two above the waterline and two below the waterline, so one on either side.
It's amazing. Like the material you use on the trampoline too. It's soft on the feet.
Yeah, it's a Ferrari trampolines. We do anything the owner wants, so anything is. It's a production molded boat,
Right.
female molds, which is obviously the best way to make a boat from a consistency point of view. But anything on the interior design we can change and configure to the owner's wishes, and also all systems and equipment can be specified by the owner.
Okay,
including
cool.
the engines.
Yeah, the one we saw last year was a 440, I believe, here, and it was more of a darker wood.
Cherry.
Yeah,
Darker cherry wood.
It had African mahogany,
Yeah.
which has a red tint in it, and also green leather.
Okay.
So the owners,
Yes.
the owners of that boat, they bought it to go up and down the ICW, so it was a perfect yacht for that agenda to visit their one son in Florida and the other son in Annapolis.
Okay.
And they had no intentions of going to the Bahamas or BVIs or anything like that.
Okay.
Very limited sailing experience. When they picked it up in Cape Town, they sailed across with the delivery skipper, built up the experience, and at the show they were bored, so they went to go and see the World Ark presentation. And
Oh.
in the spur of the moment, they signed up for the presentation. They left directly after the show for a world cruise, starting in St. Lucia. They took the 500 rally down there, and then went through Panama, Galapagos Islands, Tahiti. They've done the whole
Wow.
South
They
Pacific.
got the short rig for nothing.
Yeah, they're now 2 weeks out from Mauritius, and they'll complete their circumnavigation in November. So we'll probably have Christmas with them in Cape.
That is amazing. Awesome.
And the nice thing was that the yacht was set up for circumnavigation from the start, so they didn't need to
Refit nothing.
prep.
Yeah.
You'll see here the hatches are set to the side, so you have a completely free walkway here.
Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
even if a hatch
You're
is
right.
open, you're not going to stub your toe.
Yeah.
And they've popped out the deck, so it's easy for maintenance. There's no cleaning of the gutters or anything.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's a good idea.
There's 6 winches on board, one at the mast. If you look at the mast, it's backward raked, and it's got a harken backbar system as standard, and that allows for a very low friction ability to drop your sail. You can drop the mainsail in less than 2 seconds. And if you're reefing, there's single line reefing from the cockpit, so there's no drama if you have to take a reef. You can just lock up the boat.
Do you want to open that just to show the storage? Oh, there we are.
Just do that.
There we go.
We've got the gas bottles here. This boat is about 10,000 nautical miles on it. And this front part of the boat is like a V. So we're 1.2 meters off the waterline at the entry point for the bridge deck. The bridge deck is actually quite narrow.
Okay.
The hulls are extremely wide.
Right.
So the more narrow you make the bridge deck, the less wave action you're going to collect if you're going up. And the boat is rock solid. I have been on it with waves coming over to the second hatch. And the only thing that you hear is the deck gear. Nothing in the yacht squeaks.
Awesome. Great.
We fit the mainsail with the bridle.
Okay.
You can have a track if you want, but the bridle's nice. You can use it also as a preventer, and it's simple and easy to operate for a cruising agenda.
Great.
It comes standard with north sails, top of the line radial cut sails.
Okay.
And we've got a kilowatt of solar power on the top, and there's also a water catchment system.
Oh, really? Well, cool. That's neat.
And for a liveaboard cruiser, you have a lot of protection from the helm with the windscreen. And if it's raining, you can pop these hatches for ventilation, or you don't need a windscreen wipe or anything because it's not going to rain on the helmsman with the hatch open.
Right. All right. Let's take it inside.
Really neat feature of this yacht is it's got a midship boarding step, so you can always get on the T-bone. And if you are climbing...
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
Somebody getting on from a dinghy.
Or from a dock that's low. Yeah, like back there.
Yeah, I mean, Catamarans have a lot of freeboard, so and you're often at the T-bone.
Right.
So you can always climb on the side of the yacht if you're moored alongside.
Very substantial ladder.
Yeah, so this ladder is designed to be functional if you scuba dive.
Oh, yes,
And
will be us.
you can get out the water with your BCD on.
Oh my.
It's got 2 extra rungs, and it's got these really sturdy handhelds.
Yeah.
That is really good.
And on the yachts where we put dive compressors, we bring the whip the air to the back.
Okay.
So you can fill your dive tanks at the aft. There's a hot cold shower outside. And this is a 400 model. All the yachts that we do with dive equipment on have been the 440, which gives you bigger sugar scoops and storage space for your dive tanks.
Right there on the back.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is the most comfortable
I like that spot.
Yeah, she liked it. Yeah.
that you can get.
We always call them a princess seat for a princess.
So the push pit and pull pit seats, sometimes we do 4 on the front, so 2 facing either way.
Okay.
So that's just an owner's choice.
She likes it back here because then we could talk and she still feels like she's it's a good plan.
It's shaped,
solid.
It's shaped to your body, so it's you can sit in it for hours and still be comfortable.
Yeah.
We do offer different cockpit configurations and layouts. So you can have a 6-seater table here that folds down to a double-sized day bed, and there's a table
we saw that.
above you that comes down. Stable comes down
To be
right, and you can set it as a cocktail table or as an extra table. Now the idea with this cockpit is this is the seating area.
Right.
So you have a table here and a table here that's split in the middle.
Right.
And you can access both transoms easily, and it's easy for people to get in and out of the seats. Right. And then we've got the hammock in the back. If you want to have a very large tent on this yacht, you extend the davits.
Okay.
So you can pick up with the other owner at the show. He's got a 3.8 meter tender with a 30 horsepower engine on the back. And this is also configurable. Some owners put a day bed here.
Okay.
Self-draining rotail bins on both sides, so it keeps your deck tidy.
And the rope's dry.
Yeah. You've got electric winches that you can operate from the helm position or with your knees, so you can easily sail the yacht single-handed. If you look at the block angles, I'll just point out the block angles on this. These are very low friction rope angles, so it is possible to sail this boat without electric winches. This yacht has 2 electric winches and 4 other winches on board. And we can fit an electric winch for the dinghy.
For the davits there?
Yeah.
Okay.
The electric winch here, you operate with your knee, so you have your hands free, or you can operate it from the helm.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to, come about, you can throw a rope around here, hold it at the helm, and operate the winch with your feet.
Yeah, so single-handing. Awesome. We noticed this too, the nice grab rail. Like it's
there's handholds all over the boat
that are nice and solid. They're thick. They're solid.
The highest gauge stainless steel. I'll just show you an engine bay. So you can
Okay.
see, the engines are off to keep the heat and the smell out.
Yeah.
We have here a substantially large engine bay, so you can climb in there very easily, but you don't need to. You can do all your service from here. You have your impeller here. We've brought all the filters to the aft of the boat. So you have your strainers here, your oil filter, your fuel filter. You can change your bolts, change your oil. It can all be done from outside the engine bay. That's a chlorophanated urine hot water off the engine.
Okay.
It will give you 24 to 48 hours of hot water for 30 minutes on your engine. The autopilot is connected to directly to the rudder. So if your cable breaks, your first backup would be your autopilot, and then your second backup's the emergency tiller.
Okay.
And you'll see there's an automatic fire suppression system. We put the automatic fire suppression system as standard, and it can be manually activated if you want.
That's amazing. What size of engine goes on the 400?
This is a 45,
Okay.
but standard is a 30.
Okay.
We offer 40s, and this is just unusually big
Okay.
from cruising off duty.
Hi, Joe. I'm Craig. The owner of the boat.
Do you want to get some first-hand experience?
Yeah, sure. So you sailed from South Africa, right?
Yes. Yeah, we did 7,800 miles.
That's
8
amazing.
weeks. Great trip. When we got to the end, said the voyage is over, but not the trip.
Right.
It keeps going. It's wonderful too. We stopped in St. Helena, which I recommend everybody go to.
Okay.
It's there were a couple of guys that just flew in just so they could cross it off their bucket list. We've been to one of the remotest islands in the world.
Yeah.
Let's go do it.
Yeah, for sure. Great.
You would like it.
Awesome.
If you like something out of the way and unusual, looks like it came out of a movie set from Humphrey Bogart. That's
Go there.
Do a walk through
Thanks a lot.
the interior. So what you see here is a real oak veneer that's mounted on a honeycomb. So
Okay.
it's a real oak veneer on the veneer style honeycomb, and you can have any choice of wood that you like and any finishing or routering angles or design that you like. There's 100 choices of Korean countertops, any fabrics that you like or leather. This table swivels
Yeah,
and
that's amazing.
flares out.
I've seen that last year.
To create seating for 8.
That's amazing.
What's great about this table, it also pops down to a coffee table. What's really nice is that you have a full-size double day bed. The backrest does form U-shaped seating.
Right. So
if
it
you
is-
want. That if you have the occasional guest sleeping up there, you can still have 4 people playing cards or having breakfast.
Yeah.
So you don't sacrifice your salon for having the day bed, and just a practicality. If you leave your yacht, you can keep all your cushions and things there, or if you entertain a lot of guests, the jackets and bags can go up there. So it's a very versatile space, especially for a cruising couple. If the one is on watch, then it gives that a very close.
You could sleep right there so that you're close, right?
Yeah.
That is a good idea.
The galley is enormous.
I love the galley and the laundry room.
Yes, very, very spacious. Sometimes we do a half-size dishwasher here that
Okay.
folds down to here, so it conveniently unpacks, and we can put this in a cupboard over here, also facing the other
So
way.
if you wanted a dishwasher,
if
you don't
like.
care about dishwasher.
No, no.
She wants laundry.
I'm okay with the washing by hand the dishes because there are 2 sinks.
Yeah, and you have
I can't
2
believe
sinks.
How many boats
It's
have been
amazing how
on
many-
today that have only
One sink. They'll have one big sink, and they're like, "Well, how do you rinse your dishes?"
We've got a double sink here, and then
There's
also
full size
a prep bowl on the other side,
Yeah, and a bar sink and a garbage hole here.
which is
all the things I
convenient
love.
location. There's an upright fridge there, and there is this is a fridge freezer. So this you can have as a fridge, or you can press a button and turn it into a freezer. So for an Atlantic crossing, you might want 2 freezers if
Right.
you catch a tuna. But if you have 24 guests on board close
Lots
shore,
of drinks, then you go
there'll be
back
lots
to
of
being a
drinks in
fridge. And they're both can be. So you could turn one into a freezer and one in stays a
They're
fridge,
just
or they?
versatile, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a freezer at the moment. That's a fridge, and then there's another full upright. The most we've done for is 5 for cold storage. Also one under there, and a freezer outside. From a weight centering point of view, you have heavy objects like the washing machine. There's a 500-liter water tank. the batteries are all close to the mast.
Okay. Center of gravity.
You do have 260 gallons of fresh water on board, and a water maker and water catchment, and you have 212 gallons of diesel. So you can run over 1,000 nautical miles.
Just on diesel alone.
Yeah, just on diesel alone.
If you snap your mask.
We had 3 yachts across the Pacific this year. Not one
storage
had
up here.
Dewey
I know,
cans on board.
I like these bonus shells up here.
That's smart.
So much extra little
Cool.
hidey holes.
There's obviously, safety snippers on the gas, and you can switch it off in the bottle right from here. Yeah, on this
Want me to
side.
go down first,
But
or?
yeah, it's an owner's configuration. Maybe let's just go into the head to begin with, and you can see you have a full size shower there with the seat. And the idea here is an owner's boat with low maintenance, so there's 2 heads on this boat, but the head is very generous and spacious.
Right. Yeah, that's all we need, right? We don't need like 4 heads. That's crazy.
Forward is a cabin that can be configurable. You could have an office in this space. You could have a double berth with a child's berth forward. Right in the front is a pantry area.
Oh, it might be locked. Oh no, sorry, it didn't. Oh, right.
That we can set up with bungee cords so nothing gets knocked around. Just keep everything neat and organized.
It's like a little, it's all where all you can store all your tools and everything else. Yeah.
And then you can flip this down to be a double bed. The scuba divers that we have, they often use this. They put a dehumidifier in this cabin. They run a dehumidifier instead of a dryer on board, or a washer dryer, so that you don't see anything drying on deck, and they have a place for all their BCDs and their equipment.
Cool.
And we can plumb the dehumidifier in here.
Awesome.
But you could also put a small office.
Yeah.
Good
You could,
cabinets up there.
you could change this into anything you want.
There's there's a lot of storage space. There's probably 7
Oh wow,
cupboards on
that's
board.
deep. You should,
nice.
should check that out.
Peek.
Peeky peek. It's a deep. Yeah.
Well, this is a fire stick that blows out the fire.
Oh, okay.
And it's neater also. It doesn't leave us a bigger mess. Once you've triggered it, it goes all the way. You see here, I'll show you some of the plumbing on the yacht, which also shows you the mentality of the boat. Here, if you go down a little bit more, you'll see that there's 2 freshwater systems and 2 saltwater systems. So if one of your pumps breaks, it's very easy to change it, but you don't need to change it right away. You can just flick the switch and you've got a hot backup. So you're back in action, you can have a glass of wine, relax, think about it in the morning. And the same with the saltwater system. And we plumb it as standard, that you can flush the toilets with salt water or fresh water, so you can choose any day of the week. You don't have to choose once off when you buy the boat. And if you come down earlier, you'll see there's 3 lines here. This is hot water, fresh water, and salt water. And if you see this line anywhere in the boat, you know exactly what it is.
Based on the color, yeah.
And we use the
smart.
highest gauge piping that you can have. What makes an old boat smell is that the piping is poor quality and it permeates. So we use the best quality that you can get.
Very, very smart.
Often what we do like to do here is a workbench with all the tools in the cupboard, so that's the owner's choice.
Okay.
But if your tools are easy to reach, then it makes small jobs.
That's exactly it. So you don't have to go climbing through a.
But, we do it on quite a number of yachts. This is the guest cabin, and you'll see it has a full upright cupboard for your clothes. And then in addition to the full upright, it's got 7 storage compartments in the cabin, under the banks and on the side.
Under the bed.
The wall.
You have the mattresses are set up to the owner's choice. Those are made out of bamboo, and they can decide exactly the density of the foam and the thickness.
That's important.
I like the accessibility on this side.
Yeah, to get in and out without climbing over your feet.
Yeah, it's easy to make the bed, and you have also a bookshelf area surrounding the bed for your phones or your cup of coffee in the morning.
That's very smart. There's a lot of smart features built in.
windows, too.
Yeah, and your hatches are there, but you've got the whole window for view.
The nice thing about a cabin like this with such a big window is that it becomes a very comfortable living space, and then it breaks up the space on the yacht so people can sit here and enjoy the view and relax.
Time to themselves.
Yeah, and then you can have several people on the boat and everyone can find their own space.
Does air conditioning come included?
Yes, we have a cruise-ready yacht, so we have a pricing system a bit more like an Antares, where we have a fully loaded boat.
Okay.
And you can swap things out if you'd like to change something.
Okay.
Yeah, so it comes with we have a cruise ready pack with air conditioning generator, water maker, autopilot, radar, everything included.
And what is that for the 40?
For the 40, it's $730 US dollars.
Yeah.
You know,
And the
we have-
44?
That's for the 44.
So that's for the 44. Oh, okay.
The 730 and the 400 is I think $650.
Okay.
And we also have a hybrid system. So we have a diesel electric system with electric motors, and that's $875 all in, including lithium ion. And we do offer clients lithium ion on all the models.
Yeah, that's what you want. Awesome.
I like this
I do too. Very nice. Right.
wood. I love real wood veneer.
Yeah. No, it's definitely. It makes it not look cheap.
I don't know.
A lot of the boats are going to this almost painted.
I think for a private owner it makes a difference. If you look at this every day, this is 16 layers of real wood veneer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's properly varnished 7 or 8 times, so it's very durable.
No.
The floor is synthetic.
Yeah.
We do have some owners that go for Formica, so it just depends on what the owner chooses, but the real wood is included in the standard package. And then this is Corian, and you can have 100 choices of color on the Corian.
Okay.
But if you want to go with the off menu choice, you can also have that.
Oh, that's a big sunroof, yeah?
Yeah, this is a sunroof. It's got a silver reflective side, so you can control the heat loading. And then you can have this ocean system on all the blinds if you like, so you can have this also semi-shade or mosquito net. And this is armor-plated glass, so you can drop a spanner from the top of the rig and it won't come through here. It's a safety.
This one doesn't open.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, this one doesn't open. Okay. When you said the bug net, I'm like, I don't think
What
it's normal.
does open is there's a hatch here under the floor, and when you're on anchor,
Oh, to get some airflow.
you can open that, and the coolest air is just coming in off the water. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like
That's smart.
It's really amazing.
It's really good. I'm glad you showed me that. We would have never known that.
Never.
Yeah, we never run an air conditioner when we're on anchor because you have this hatch and then plus 14 on the top.
Yeah.
And the ventilation is excellent. I think it's good to check out. This is our normal position of the nav station. So the owner just chose to put cupboards in here, but normally there'd be a seat in here. You can watch the TV. This is in a place with low reflection on the yacht, so it's perfectly set up.
So you can watch it from over here.
Yeah, so you can watch it from the salon, and you can put your repeater of your chart plotter there. The idea with having the helm station here is that it's in close proximity to the helm. The nav station is in close proximity to the
Just
helm.
go around the corner if you need to change it.
We have also done a forward-facing helm that's on the other boats at the show that's placed over there.
Okay.
So it is possible, it's the owner's choice. Welcome to the owner's hull.
Okay.
This is the owner's cabin.
There's a little seating area.
That's
Yeah, there's loads of storage here.
40
There's
foot, and it
storage
has a
under
little
this cabin.
beautiful seating area.
You know, there's storage here.
storage under the seat you're sitting
There's really
on.
big lockers here. Underneath these bunks is the diesel tanks, so the engines and the noise and the heat is on the outside.
Okay.
For ventilation. Even in the tropics, if it's raining, you might want good ventilation. So we've got those rain eyelids on the windows in the back.
Oh, okay, so the rain doesn't just roll right in; it goes over the.
Yes,
Yeah.
and right at the front of the cabin there's a massive hatch
Bathtub.
over the bathtub, and you can just pop that hatch, it can rain into the bathtub and give you amazing ventilation.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, so this one can stay open even in the rain, and all it does is rain down into your tub. You have a little soaker
There's a
tub.
tub and there's 2 sinks.
And it isn't her sink.
There's 2 sinks and there's also a built-in laundry basket on the side.
Oh,
It's a seat.
a pamper. Okay. Yes.
That's a laundry basket, and that's Janice in the way of my toilet. Electric flush?
That's electric flush.
Yeah.
We also just did one boat for California where if you want hot water, you can run the tap and send it straight back into your holding tank until it's warm, and then flick a switch so the hot water comes out, so you don't waste water.
Okay.
We've done it for owner in Cape Town. The water maker is here, so everything is on the Maverick is designed to be easy to access and easy to maintain.
Yeah,
That is really good.
This
That's
one-
really easy to work with.
This water maker we select again for the redundancy. So it's got 2 pumps, 60 liters per hour, but if one pump breaks, the other pump still works. So you're in business. And you got the water catchment system on the roof.
That's cool.
The rest of the water maker system is in this locker here.
Oh, and there's a generator.
Yeah, that's I think it's a 6 or 12 kilowatt Kohler generator. It's always the owner's choice, and then also the rest of the water maker. You can put that also in the forward lazarette on the outside of the yacht. And what we do for a lot of owners, let's say they only plan a circumnavigation in 2-3 years time, and they're just going to do some nearshore sailing, we'll do the ducting and wiring for the air conditioner generator and water maker, so it's very easy to fit later and good for resale value.
All right, awesome.
And then you'll see you have 3 hatches here, so 4 hatches in total, another hatch here, and then 6 opening windows in the owner's hull, so 10 ventilation points. You also have here
Oh, the sliding door.
full upright cupboards.
It's very big in here for a 40.
This is really
very big for a 40.
It's massive. It's the widest
Super
beam.
wide.
Yeah.
So you got a nice desk to work at here, which I totally would use.
A desk with also, I mean, there's a printer in here that a filing cabinet can go in there. So it's a fully functioning office. Some owners
With a nice view.
With a nice view and another big window here. Some owners choose to have like an extra sofa here, so for an occasional extra guest.
Right, so you can opt out of this and go for a big...
Yes, some people have put like a vanity here for like a more dressing table with less upright storage space.
I'm pretty sure I'll have zero need for a Mavic.
Let's do storage space.
Then what I need to show you is also the electronics.
Oh, okay.
So again, if you want to work on something, this is the switchboard.
Okay.
We can do any type of switchboard that the owner wants. Though if you want to see how the electronics is done on this, it's done by a real pro, somebody who takes a lot of care and pride in their work.
Amazing.
The boat comes with a wiring diagram electronically and also manually. All wires are labeled end to end. This is done in an old school way. The Maverick that we saw this morning will have digital switching.
Okay, so the hybrid is a diesel generator running an electric engine?
Yeah, it's a diesel electric like a submarine or a cruise ship or a train. So it's proven technology. It's used on bigger vessels. And using the technology that's available today, we're offering either the torpedo system or the ocean vault system. And our concept for the boat is to have a cruising boat that's better than a high-end model. So the Maverick 440 already has the longest range on engines for a catamaran of its class. It's got the shallowest draft and it tracks beautifully on one engine. So with 212 gallons or 800 liters of diesel, you can go all day. So we want to even go further with the electric model. So our thinking was to have the ultimate in safety, that you can still run the boat for 3-4 days on engines if you need to. So we'll have 2 big diesel generators that can bypass the battery bank and run the electric engines directly, and full redundancy on all systems. And the lithium-ion batteries will give you about 4 times more power for your house systems. And you have the option of range extension. So 90% of the trips that you'll do on engine will be probably less than an hour. What you can do in electric engines, and that's dropping anchor or maneuvers in the harbor. And when you are sailing, if you have a sailing agenda to do long-range sailing, you can regenerate electricity from the props spinning backwards. The servo props from Ocean Vault, they swivel backwards, so they're facing in the correct direction to generate the maximum of electricity, and they'll get about a kilowatt from 6 knots per engine, so 2 kilowatts. If you're going 10 knots on the boat, you'll probably get 3.5 kilowatts regenerating capability just from the hydro generators.
So you got that plus the solar.
Standard is a kilowatt of solar, and then you could probably boost it up to 2 kilowatts, which will and then you could also opt for wind vane if you wanted to.
So you almost never need to use your diesel. It's there for an emergency more than anything. If you get that much,
you can sail around the world with just on a green power if you're cautious and patient. But if you have the need, you can just motor all day if you want to just power through the doldrums, run away from a storm or something.
You've got that ability. That's amazing. Okay, that's definitely the future. That is definitely the future.
Elon Musk says it is the future. It's going to happen, but it does make a difference if it happens faster. So we signed the first order on that this morning, and we hope to have this boat show next year.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, and we'll be there to film it. Woo!
Check it out.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very
That's
much.
a great tour.
I know.
Now we love this boat.
I really like this boat.
Yeah.
It's my favorite 40 by far.
Hello, everyone. We just saw the Maverick 400. What do you
Love
think?
that boat. So between the sizes of 38 to 42, it is by far the best of that size.
By far.
And it's better than, okay, like any of the Lagoons or Fontaine Pajots, I would choose that over any size of Lagoon or Fontaine Pajot.
Very well built. The guy
had everything in
took
there.
the time to show us all those little behind the scenes features that we would have never known if we just walked around.
May have been a longer than usual episode.
Yeah.
But it had double sinks, it had washer dryer, it had a beautiful galley, the wood finishing, real wood veneer finishing on all the cabinetry. The master cabin was gorgeous. It had a small little sitting cushiony seat for me and a huge desk for him to work on, and a huge head with even a little bathtub and double sinks for a 40. Like
for a 40-foot boat.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And there is a 44 version that we saw last year, and I said, what's the difference between the Maverick 400 and the Maverick 440? So what they've done is they've added 3 additional feet onto the back of the boat, so there's more seating area.
Bowsprit.
Yeah, and there you get a bowsprit too, but that's not part of the 44. I think that's just a bowsprit that sticks out the front. But they had they had extra sugar scoop off the back, so you have more length, and therefore the boat goes about 0.8 knots faster, and you got more carrying capacity, and you can have a bigger dinghy off the back because now there's that like extra dock or extra hull back there to support that weight. So we probably would do that, and it's actually fully kitted out. That Maverick 400, fully kitted out with everything: water makers, generators, spinnaker, yada yada. $615, which is actually really reasonable. And then we asked about the 440 because they have a Maverick 440. It's really just the same interior, exact boat, but they've added 3 feet on the sugar scoop, and they add a bowsprit out the front, and it's only $35,000 more. Fully kitted out, $650, and that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Oh, and that extra 3 feet of length on the hull makes the boat go 0.8 knots faster. So there you go, and you have more carrying capacity.
For a bigger dinghy.
Yeah, for not much more money. So that's definitely what we would consider. This boat is definitely
It's
at the top
it's
of
a
our list.
contender. I liked it before with the dark cherry wood, but now I like it more with the brighter
honey
finish.
colored
And they
wood.
had really nice decor in that one, like the Caribbean blue settee upholstery and the really nice bright wood.
Yeah, awesome.
Gorgeous.
So that's the end of today and the end of the Maverick. We might peek at the 440 tomorrow, but this is the end of the day. As you can tell, the sun is setting. So
But the Maverick 40 is my favorite
Of the 40
all
foot.
of the
Or of any
that
smaller.
price size range, 38 to 42 or whatever.
yeah,
Definitely.
it's top of our list right now. So stay tuned. We're going to see more catamarans tomorrow. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Clearly, we like this boat a lot. I mean, the features that Robert went through are amazing. And for the price, that's the part that shocked us. It's actually in the right price for us. We've been looking at a lot of catamarans that are probably way out of our price range, falling in love with them and knowing later that we really can't afford it. This boat is, even new is almost in our price range. If we buy one used like we plan to, it's definitely in our price range. So we got excited about this boat. Hopefully you did as well. I'd like to thank Robert for taking all that time to show us all that detail and tell him that they made a great, great boat. In the next episode, we go on another boutique boat called the Antares 44, and it is super impressive. We also get a guided tour, so lots and lots of detail. So look forward to that. The best way to not miss any of those future episodes is to subscribe and then hit that bell button so you're notified when a new episode is up. If you enjoyed this episode and found it informative, give the channel some love and give us a thumbs up. It really is appreciated. And if you really want to support the channel, think about going to patreon.com/cruisingoffduty and check it out. So until next time, this is Craig signing off, wishing you safe cruising.